That was not what I expected you to do.
Should we have we should have a theme song. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Okay, we can work on that. I'm gonna put you on that. You have a piano?
Yeah, a piano that is just furniture. I also have.
Okay.
That's out of tune completely.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We won't know any better.
No, I'm not gonna play.
That's your homework, Ramel. While I'm busy making all the technical shit go, your job is to get on that ukulele, play the piano with it.
Yeah.
Get us a theme song.
All right, I'll write us a theme song. How are you?
How are you?
Cheers.
Cheers. What do you got there?
This is one of those pre-made cocktails. I think my mother-in-law gave me this one.
Attaboy.
You know, we're running out of booze over here. How about you?
Cleaning out the cabinet. It's gonna be Kahlua and bitters.
Yeah, next week.
What can we mix? Who do we have? Who do we have? Say hi, guys. Say hi if you're here.
Boy.
I'm drinking Maplewood Brewery.
Ah, yeah, good old Maplewood.
Yeah, it's a Pulaski Pilsner. I like myself a summer Pilsner.
Lawnmower beer. That's what you say.
It is, but it's like more than a Miller Lite.
Yeah.
It's like I want 3 Miller Lights in 1 Miller Lite. That's
yeah, the day that I didn't tell you this, the day that the Richard Roper article came out.
Why don't you hold on now? Don't just bury the lead. Which article are you talking about?
Hola, Carly. Hola. Francis are here. Number one, Francis. So the movie
we decided. Hold on, Ramel and I decided that Lady Gaga has her little monsters, and K-pop has like the K-pop stands. But if you are a super fan of our show, you're just the Frans. Our friends. We gotta say hello to our friends.
Which, now saying it out loud instead of just texting it, it sounds like we're saying friends in a funny way.
Yeah, no, it's the spelling makes it. It's got to be spelled appropriately.
Hey, Bill.
Friends. All right, so Richard Roper wrote some article about something or other.
Yeah, so I shot a movie last summer, and it's coming out on Music Box at the Music Box tonight, and it's he wrote in his review of the movie that I am fantastically funny in it.
Wow.
Oh.
I mean, you're not telling me anything.
Thank you.
Nothing new here. This is not new information. Devotees of the show are telling Richard Roper, of course he is. Where are you every Friday-ish, sometimes not, at around 9:15? If you were there, you would know.
He probably clicks on and then is like, well, I gotta go. I got something else to do. And then watch something else. But then the same day that it came out, my little girl, I was at the dinner table doing my Werner Herzog impersonation. And for her. Sure. And she goes, Dada funny. And it was
which was better?
I mean, Winter, obviously.
Yeah.
Made my day. Yeah.
When I have it on video somewhere, when Lane was like 6 months old, I taught her like a call and response thing. So I would say, Lane, Daddy told a joke, and she would go, ha ha. And like it was the greatest thing. I would like bring her around and show her the trick. People would be like, do you want to teach her like her ABCs? I'm like, no. For what? That's not important.
No.
That's what school is for. The school she won't be allowed to go to because the world is 18 months from ending.
I mean, like comedians just have kids so that they actually have like a captive audience.
Right.
Like somebody I can work out material on this one.
Right. I would workshop some stuff, but then you have to realize that like it's a skewed. Like if I just said poo poo right now, not as funny as if I were to just say it in the middle of dinner.
That's true. That is true. Although
if I were to tell one joke right now that was pretty funny, and then I told it 7 times in a row, it would get less funny here, as opposed to just increasingly funny.
Yeah, what is it? What is it with that? She just loves it. Like I can keep doing the same thing. I was like, we were sitting like on the floor of my bedroom, and I was just like, and she like she was dying.
Yeah, I think it's the game. It's the surprise, but also like I know it's coming.
Yeah.
Give me your catchphrase. Bill posted a thing. This is great.
Yeah.
Not to first of all, who you saw? Who was this? Who do we attribute this to?
Topher something or other. Let me see.
Topher something or other. So this is
Topher Payne is the name.
The tree who set healthy boundaries. This is what I wish the giving tree was. What if I did this? How would this be?
That's good.
That's better. That's fine. So we're going to start here. This is neither our book good nor our book bad. Just our book should have been. I am too busy to climb trees, said the boy. I want a house to keep me warm, he said. I want a wife. I want children, and I need a house. Can you give me a house? This is where it doesn't matter. You know my feelings about the giving tree. And the tree said, okay, hold up. This is getting out of hand. This is what I wish the tree would say.
I love that it's clearly like cut and paste.
Clearly just shittily photoshopped. Like, hold on. Hold up. Look, I was fine with giving you the apples to help you get on your feet. They'll grow back next season anyway. But no, I'm not giving you a house. You know, I've seen boys like you pull this nonsense. Look at the tree with the...
Yeah.
Right. It's like the stern fern.
Yeah.
First it's the apples, then it's the branches, then it's the trunk. And before you know it, that mighty beautiful tree is just a sad little stump. Well, look here, boy. I love you like family, but I am not going down like that. When I first saw this, I thought he was like chokeholding. While we're on the subject, the tree said, grabbing him by the collar of his shirt, I recognize friendships evolve over time, and we may not see each other as often because you don't have time for your tree friends. But we used to be real tight. Now it feels like I only see you when you need something. How do you think that makes me feel? The boy took a long breath. He felt a sour rumble in his stomach because he realized he hadn't considered his friend's feelings. I bet it makes you feel bad, said the boy. Yes, boy, bad. I can't even remember the last time you asked me how I'm doing. How are you, tree? Asked the boy. He sincerely wanted to know. So the tree told the boy all the gossip from the forest and introduced him to the family of red squirrels that had moved into her trunk. While she was glad for the company the squirrels provided, she was concerned about the long-term health effects of hosting a burrow. So the boy called the local arborist, who explained that squirrels don't eat wood. They only build nests in pre-existing holes, so the tree was in no danger. The tree was so relieved, and so was the boy. He loved his friend and was concerned about her long-term health because she had taught him the importance of empathy. That underlined right. And so it continued, the tree and the boy looking out for each other like that, both of them content in the knowledge that someone had their back. The boy attended culinary school. The tree took courses online and got her certification in small business management. They did their homework together nearly every day. The boy became a pastry chef. Together they opened a bakery selling the best apple pies anyone had ever tasted. It turned a profit within the first 18 months, which is most uncommon. Just really deep into the weeds. Eventually, the boy had a son of his own, and much later, the son had a boy of his own and his own family too. Because of their friendship, the boy was successful and fulfilled, and the tree grew wider and stronger, standing tall and beautiful in the forest for many, 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 many years. Plus a few more even after that. And as each generation played on her strong old branches, the tree often thought back to that fateful day when the boy had asked her for a house. In truth, she would have gladly given him her branches to build one. She would have given him her trunk to build a boat. She loved him that much. But then she would have had nothing left, not for herself nor anyone else. And there would never have been a home for the red squirrels. There would never have been a hide and seek with the boy's grandchildren. No bakery with the best apple pies anyone ever tasted. Setting healthy boundaries is a very important part of giving. It assures you'll always have something left to give. And the tree was happy. Everyone was. The end. That's great.
I mean, honestly, I was a naysayer from the beginning of your hate for the Giving Tree, but like that's so much better than the Giving Tree.
Mm-hmm. And that's always been my. It's like we talk off the air, right? Like, of course I would die for her. I would give you my branches. I would give you my arm. I would give you any organ you needed, just without thinking twice. Even if you didn't like need it. Like right. If you were like, I broke my arm, I'd be like, have my heart. Like,
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. But that's not the goal. The goal is not to die for her within the first 12 years. The goal is to thrive together.
Life with each other.
Yes. Yes. So that's all.
All right.
Thanks for that, Bill.
Thank you.
Bill's usually the one who doesn't like when I start dunking on the giving tree, but Lisa, she buy this book. Bill. Yes. This is what I've been saying. This is what I've been saying.
You've created you've created converts out of all of us.
All right. Well, to be fair, I didn't that's way. I didn't have that. I couldn't articulate that. All I was saying was giving tree bad. That's better. That's better. Back up, Ramel.
Uh-oh.
Show the people what they want to see. Well, I gotta take Carly's comment down.
This is actually my mother-in-law, got this for me for Father's Day.
Love it.
I've been wearing it almost every day. Yeah. Seriously.
This is a different problem we have.
It's
Running out of booze. We ran out of laundry soap.
It's also the shirt that fits me because I've gained some quarantine pounds.
No, you put on the COVID-19.
Pretty much. So should we dive into our books?
We should dive into our real books.
Okay.
Where are my? Okay, so I'm starting, right? I'm starting.
Yeah, I think so.
This is a book great.
Mm.
I'm positive somebody out there has this book. This is a very popular baby shower book. It's whatever. It's newer than I thought. It's a couple years old. It's 2015, 2016. This is The Wonderful Things You Will Be.
Oh, it's very pretty.
It is very pretty. This was one of the first books to make me cry before she got here.
Oh boy.
First of all, look at all these little babies.
Oh, I love babies.
Look at all the little babies. I'm always annoyed by the blank pages in kids' books.
At the front of books?
Yeah, the first 6 white pages that I'm what is this?
Yeah.
Do something like this. Give me some cartoon babies. Set the tone. As I skip through these. Here we go. Okay. When I look at you and you look at me, I wonder what wonderful things you will be. When you were too small to tell me hello, I knew you were someone I wanted to know. For all of your tininess couldn't disguise a heart so enormous and wild and wise.
Man, I can already feel the waterworks.
Here you go.
Yeah, okay.
This is the first time there's ever been you. So I wonder what wonderful things you will do. Will you stand up for good by saving the day? Or play a song only you know how to play? Will you tell a story that only you know? Will you learn what it means to help things grow? Will you learn how to fly to find the best view? Or take care of things much smaller than you?
Pants for a squirrel. That's great.
I know you'll be kind and clever and bold. And the bigger your heart, the more it will hold. When nights are black and when days are gray, you'll be brave and be bright, so no shadows can stay. And then you will discover all there is to see and become anybody that you'd like to be.
Oh, wow.
All these things that you can be.
Look at the tree man.
I'll come back to that. I want to come back to that page.
Okay.
Because it's the second to last page. And then I'll look at you, and you'll look at me, and I'll love you, whoever you've grown up to be. I mean,
okay.
It's great.
Why do you want to start out with this?
Oh yeah, we're going in for the kill. So here, I'll soften it up. So Lane's favorite thing to do now. So she was like, okay, go back here. and she'll go, "That's a moon. That's a butterfly. That's a robot. That's zebra. That's crayon. That's a cape. That's a dog. That's a cat. That's alligator. That's a dress. That's a tree. That's music. That's a bear. That's Batman. And that's cake."
That's cake.
And I'm like, "Yep, you could be cake when you grow up."
Yeah, why not? Anything. Ugh. Yeah.
It's great. It's a great book. It's a really good, like, it is a good baby shower book. It's a good, like.
We talked about this too at the beginning of when we started this project, that like there are these books for parents after like a long day of chasing your kid around, that like you're gonna sit down with your kid and you're gonna read this thing and you're just thinking, I gotta read this kid a bedtime story. You pick something like this up and like you remember.
You remember why this whole thing.
The whole thing is worth it.
Why I will chase you forever. It's really well written too. There's a few like nuggets in there, like will you tell a story that only you know? Like this is the first time there's ever been you. Like that feels good for me to hear, you know? Like,
yeah.
I am the first me hanging on by a thread. The only ever me to ever be is just barely getting by.
Yeah. The only Ramel who is suffering from severe anxiety all the time.
But you're doing it better than any Ramel has ever done before.
I better than any Ramel that I know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any other Ramels.
I know 3 actually, but
is that true? No. Okay.
I was gonna say how like
it's a little boozy.
The other 2 have more write-ups from Richard Roeper.
Yeah.
Ramel Anderson is a different Ramel, and like Roeper just loves him.
Yeah. Can't win them all.
Can't win them all.
Okay, this one we actually picked up today. This is my book.
Fresh book.
Fresh. The Rabbit Listened. We were at the library. They were handing out free books. I know how libraries work. They weren't just, I didn't like borrow a book. They were actually giving this one away. So we picked it up.
Amazing.
We read it today, and I loved it. Here's your blank blue page.
Ugh.
The Rabbit Listened by Corey Dorfeld. One day, Taylor decided to build something new, something special. See how new this is?
Fresh, man.
Something amazing. Taylor was so proud. But then out of nowhere, things came crashing down.
Oh no.
Oh boy. The chicken was the first to notice. Clock, clock, what a shame. I'm so sorry this happened. Let's talk about it. Cluck, cluck. But Taylor didn't feel like that. So the chicken left. Next came the bear. Rah, rah, how horrible. I bet you feel so angry. Let's shout about it. Rah, rah, rah. But Taylor didn't feel like shouting. So the bear left. The elephant knew just what to do. Trump da, I can fix this. We just have to remember exactly the way things were. But Taylor didn't feel like remembering. So the elephant also left. One by one they came. The hyena, let's laugh about it. The ostrich, no, let's hide and pretend nothing happened. The kangaroo, what a mess, let's throw it all away. And the snake, shh, let's go knock down someone else's.
Damn.
But Taylor didn't feel like doing anything with anybody. So eventually they all left. And until Taylor was alone. In the quiet, Taylor didn't even notice the rabbit. But it moved closer and closer until Taylor could feel its warm body. Together, they sat in silence until Taylor said, "Please stay with me." The rabbit listened. The rabbit listened as Taylor talked. The rabbit listened as Taylor shouted. The rabbit listened as Taylor remembered and laughed. The rabbit listened to Taylor's plans to hide, to throw everything away, to ruin things for someone else. Through it all, the rabbit never left. And when the time was right, the rabbit listened to Taylor's plan to build again. "I can't wait," Taylor said. "It's going to be amazing."
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, that's a book. Great, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is we also, when we started this we talked about, like, there's this other that was from before, but I bet Bill's crying again. There's this other category of book where it's like, it's some like book good and book bad is funny and whatever, but like sometimes it's important to say why this book is good, right? Like the ABC book is not original and earth-shattering, but is important because you got to learn that shit. These books, these like what to do when things go bad books, like stuff where like I don't know how to explain to you when your tower breaks, like your emotions, like emotional health, emotional intelligence books. I every time I want them. I want them all.
Because like, no, I don't know. Like maybe it's something about society, or maybe something that's happening now is that like we're not really. I don't know. I feel like I wasn't necessarily. I don't have that armor. Like it's not very natural to me. So it's like when it comes to emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
So it's like being reminded of like careful like listening and like empathy and all that. It's like, it like helps. And if like we could start that young, I mean, could you imagine what the world would be like?
I mean, this is our best shot. Our generation is toast. The TikTok generation behind it is doing some impressive things.
A little better.
And then we're hoping that maybe our kids' generation will be the ones to be like, you guys, just knock it off.
Yeah.
Stop being angry at everyone all the time for everything. Stop hating people for living. Stop. When a bad thing happens, stop bringing up 7 other bad things that make this bad thing okay. Shut up. Like, just listen.
Hear it out. Yeah.
I also appreciate the animal personification. Rabbits have big ears.
I know. I thought
that good listeners.
Yes.
The ostrich hides.
Hides.
The snake is sneaky and has bad plans.
Hyenas are cacklers.
Yeah. I was like, that's clever. That's clever stuff.
Good. That's pretty good. We got some trash too.
Oh, we have trash. Yeah. So again, in the nuanced category, this is where is that at? Hold on, I gotta pull it up. This is a book bad that I thoroughly enjoy reading, if that makes sense. Okay. This is Gordon's Trouble with Mud. This is our first foray into the world of Thomas. Does Winter watch or read Thomas?
No, we don't read. We haven't really stumbled upon Thomas. I watched like a couple of them when I was like in college. Like not I mean, like it was just like I'll pop on PBS and here it is.
It was like on at a bar. It was like one of those weird bars that plays like fucking karate movies and Thomas.
The Tank Engine? Yeah, sure, why not? But yeah, I'm not really familiar with the universe. What's going on here?
Short story.
Okay.
So it's on Amazon Prime. There are like 940 episodes of Thomas the Tank Engine. Every episode is actually 2 episodes. So they're like 11-minute episodes. So it's like, here's one, and then here's one. So somehow they came up with 750 million 11-minute stories about fucking characters that are literally attached to tracks and can only do like 3 things. All these characters, they can do this.
Yeah.
They can go forward, and they can go backward, and they can be stuck. That's literally all a train can do. And somehow they came up with like infinity million storylines. It's really like 3 storylines, but they just like invert who's who and why.
They all get stuck on a track somehow.
They all someone's like, I don't want to be a train today. And then it's like, so Percy decided to help him be a train. And then everything was fine. And then that's it. And then it's like, this is the story of Thomas. Thomas tried to go up a hill, but it was hard. But then he tried again, and James helped him. Like, what? Their eyes are creepy. The show, I think the show is genius. I think the reason why, I think like if you watch the show, it's all like model trains. So they built the Thomas the Tank Engine like tabletop set.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
And filmed it for like 2 years and made $1 trillion. Do you know what I mean? Like, once you have the train track set up and it's all, there's no people, they're all like little plastic people.
Yeah.
It's like, well, the conductor showed up and was like, you got to be a train today. And the train was like, I don't want to. And kids love it. They love it. Anyway.
Wow.
So I enjoy reading this book to her because at some point early on, like this was one of the first books that she would like pull off the shelf and hand me. But it was so stupid that I just like started just making fun of it while I was reading it to her. But like she really liked it. So it's a book bad. It's bad. Okay. But I like it. But it's bad. Gordon's Trouble with Mud. A Thomas the Tank Engine photographic board book. Necessary information. As if I was like, what's this? Oh. Photographic board.
It's like from the 70s, it looks like.
Well, unlike the other one that just where 1993 original copy, right? But yeah, so maybe it was filmed in the 70s, who knows? One morning, so try and track what's happening because it won't, I promise it won't matter. One morning, Thomas was being cleaned when Gordon arrived covered in mud. Hello, Gordon, Thomas said. You need a wash. I haven't the time, said Gordon.
That's a good voice.
That's Gordon's voice. And anyway, I'm not a fussy little engine like you. And he puffed away. So Gordon is very dirty and happy to be dirty. James was at the next station. He had just been cleaned. Come on, Gordon, said his driver. Time for a wash. It will make you feel better. Pah! Said Gordon, and he let off steam. Mud went everywhere. You are a naughty engine, said his driver. Oh, also, in this universe, the people talk to the trains.
And the trains talk back?
And it's just normal. It's just like, Thomas, Percy.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Gordon finished his journey and steamed into the big station, still covered in mud. Sir Topham Hatt was cross. If Hatt pulled the express like that, James will have to do it, he told Gordon. Sir Topham Hatt is the boss.
The boss train?
Sir Topham Hatt. He wears a top hat. Where's it at? There it is. Sir Topham? Sir Topham Hatt. At last, Gordon had to be washed. Mind my eyes, he moaned. James went off to pull the express train. Be careful, warned Gordon. The hills are slippery. Strong winds from the sea made it hard to climb Gordon's hill. There were wet leaves on the line as well. James went faster as he came to the hill. I'll do it, he puffed, but halfway up he was not so sure. His wheels began to slip on the leaves. Help, whistled James as he started slipping back down the hill. Gordon saw everything. I'm coming to help, I'll push behind, said Gordon. At last, together they reached the top. That evening, Thomas asked Sir Topham Hatt, "Please, sir, can Gordon pull coaches again now?" "Only if you wash in the future," Sir Topham Hatt told Gordon. "Thank you, sir. I will," said Gordon happily. The end.
What? That's absurd.
They're all. This is the perfect example of what this is. It's like, here's a problem that we have, and then unrelated, there's a log on the line, or the leaves are wet, or the track broke, and then we fixed it, and now I'll take a bath, I guess.
So the story is, you're dirty. You can't do your job anymore.
Yes.
I helped someone at their job. All right, but you can have your job back as long as you stay clean.
Yep. That's the moral. That's the story.
Hey, if you got to come up with 711 million of these,
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would love to think of a thing we could shoot. You could shoot Thomas in quarantine. Like, it's entirely just like, it's fake, right? The whole thing. You don't need people. You need a camera and an elaborate train set. And then you just completely ignore all of it and just, trains talk to people and the people talk to trains, and it's.
Do their mouths move?
No, the eyes move, but the mouths don't move.
Okay.
Because it's literally action figures, dude. It's like, it's just like it's like a train set. Like, it's a mechanical train set.
Or anything like that.
What'd you say?
They're not like stop motion.
No. So like it does. I do think they have like 50 of these for each guy. So like, I think they could like take off the sad face, put on the real face, and like the eyes move. Like somehow the eyes actually, like they can do this. This is the most they could do. But like Sir Topham Hatt is like, this is like a wood doll.
Oh.
They're like, this guy. I don't even know who this guy. He's just like, I don't know. It looks like a weird.
You could say, for instance, two guys in quarantine who have some time to kill could take footage from the existing Thomas the Tank Engine and then do voices for the characters and put them in predicaments from different things. And
yes, I think that is a thing we will do. I think I have to figure out how to get those episodes off of Amazon Prime and into my computer.
Can't you just off of Amazon?
What's that?
I don't know. I will talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll figure out the technical specs at a later time. But yes, you could, because here's one that we watched the other day. I don't know the names of the trains. So one train was under a tunnel and then was afraid to come out. He didn't want to come out anymore. This is perfect. Yes, Mystery Science Thomas 3000. So all right, we'll work on this. Maybe we'll debut this live in one of these. So the train was under a tunnel and he didn't want to get dirty. That's what it was. This train did not want to get dirty. Again, there's only 5 fucking things a train can do or want or not want.
He doesn't want to get dirty.
He doesn't want to get dirty. So he's in the tunnel and he's like, I don't want to come out. And they're like, you have to come out. And he's like, I don't want to. I'll get dirty. And so Sir Topham Hatt doesn't play. Removed the track and built a brick wall up to here and entombed this train and was like, okay, if you're not going to come out, we're just going to lock you in. And he brought like all these like conductors to build a brick wall, and they bricked him in. And then he just hung out there for like 6 months and watched the other trains go by. And then he got all dirty. He got all dirty anyway. And then somebody couldn't go up a hill, because that's all it is. And then he was like, I can help. And then they took the brick wall down after like 6 months. And then Sir Topham Hatt's like, go do a run, stretch your joints. So he's like, because he hadn't been a train in 6 months. And then he saved the day.
He was a prisoner for 6 months.
Prisoner. He had a beard with like scratches on the wall, counting the days.
Now, I'm not an engineer, but is it really hard for a train to go uphill? I feel like that must mean trains are useless.
To have them tell it It's a miracle trains ever do anything. It's a miracle we ever got anywhere. To have them tell it the stiff breeze was coming in off the lake, so the locomotives were powerless against it.
We needed 2 locomotives to get this thing up the hill.
A lot of like, and then like there's like smoke coming out, but like it's not moving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this was like nonstop. I was like, whoa, this is next level horror stuff. This is in burying someone alive. Anyway, so maybe that's our next project is
we got
overdubbing Thomas.
We can talk about it.
What you got for us? Bring us home, Ramel.
Okay. Well, this is Spot bakes a cake. Now, these are really popular at our house. Winter loves these. She loves lifting up the door. Door. If there's a book with a door, she's like, oh, door. But this one is a complete disaster. This is the worst one.
We like Spot. We have Spot. One of her favorite first books was Spot. Where's Spot? It's Where's Spot.
Yeah, it's super simple, and like he's got like animal friends who are all over his house.
Like you open a clock, and it's like, no, there's a snake in there. You lift the covers, and there's an alligator in there.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
like this one, like you don't even need. Okay, anyway, let's get into it.
Okay.
Spot bakes a cake. It's your dad's birthday on Friday, Spot. Okay, so this book like starts off with like a complete disaster of a premise because it's your dad's birthday on Friday, Spot, but this calendar doesn't indicate which Friday it is that we're looking
First
at.
of all, what's really a great idea to do to kids who just barely got object permanence is to do a story with 2 characters where they immediately talk about a third character who's off screen. And then an abstract concept like days.
Right. Calendar, like it's, yeah. Spot's suggestion is let's bake a cake. So we don't know what day it is today.
Sure.
Dad's birthday is Friday.
Right. It doesn't need to be, you can get rid of on Friday. It's your dad's birthday, Spot. We don't need a calendar. Oh,
Right.
Let's bake a cake.
Right. Oh, disaster. We have to go shopping. Okay, here's the first flap. I need some cheese.
Mm-hmm.
So a mouse is also going to go along with them for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Can you find the chocolate, Spot? Special today, chocolate.
Yep, there it is.
Dad loves chocolate cake. I don't know if any of you are own dogs.
Go ahead.
Chocolate is toxic to dogs. The entire this is a murder book.
Look at how much chocolate.
Look at
I want to see him. I want to see him holding those chocolate bars. He has all of them.
All of them.
He takes them all.
There's a special on chocolate today. He's taking all of them home.
Oh my God.
Dad loves chocolate cake. How does he know? How
Dad,
does he know
Dad's
chocolate
never
cake?
had it, but he insists that he would love to have it once and then never again.
Now we can make the cake. We've already started. This isn't Spot speaking now. This is the mouse friend who has like interjected himself into their lives. Also, I don't know, you've all read the other Spot books. Like they're just regular dogs like living in a house, and like in Where's Spot, for instance, like she's looking for him and they're gonna go eat their food out of a dog bowl.
Yep.
But for some reason it has evolved into the point that like she's actually like they own a home.
He owns the home now. And
Like in Spot's Christmas, he still gets a collar and he gets a bowl and a bone, and which is like, okay, this is perfectly good dog stuff. But like now they're living in their own home. She's putting on an apron because she doesn't want to get her dog front dirty.
her dog, right. This book starts with, listen, Spot, your dad's been real stressed out at work this month because he hasn't met his quarterly quota.
We
So
gotta
why don't we go make him a cake?
Yeah. So here they are, cracking open some eggs. Spot, that's enough. And here he is stirring the cake with the dirty little mouse on top of the spoon.
It's disgusting.
The cake is in the oven. Help me clean up, Spot.
Ew.
I am helping. And he's licking the chocolate off of the spoon. Because
Okay.
this mother is irresponsible and doesn't know what's toxic for her family. Can I decorate the cake yet, Mom? It's ready now. And look at that disaster.
Oh God.
Like it's not even looking, it doesn't even look good.
Right. You just draw it. You just draw a cake. It could
Draw
be
a
anything.
It's not that hard, and he's still eating the chocolate. This
Yes.
continues to reinforce to kids that you can feed your dog chocolate and they'll love it.
And they'll love it. And why is there a full bowl of batter left if you made a cake?
Right. Go easy on the icing, Spot. How to decorate a cake. This is the best part. And look, he's just squirting the pink icing all over the place.
Where'd that mouse go? Oh, the mouse is just eating jelly beans in the corner?
Yeah, he's eating M&Ms or whatever.
Real helpful.
This will be a nice surprise for your dad, Spot. He's doing a little happy birthday dad card. And the mouse says, the mouse, not Spot, I can't wait.
Right. Like, who invited you?
Who are you?
Who are you? Like, you're just a little tweaker.
He's not a member of the family, and he doesn't appear in any of the other books.
No. And it's like, oh, the premise is like, we're going to bake a cake. And then you start, and it's like, I want cheese.
Can I come along too?
I guess Mouse is coming. We're trying to make Mouse happen.
And here we go. Happy birthday, Dad. Happy birthday, Sam. It's so silly. Let's just introduce his name now on the penultimate page.
But like, just like a real romantic, like, happy birthday, Sam. Like,
Right. Happy birthday, Sam.
we'll put Spot to bed, and you'll get your present.
Look at the way they finish this off.
Oh God.
Okay, so either they're dogs or they're people. But if like they're people and they eat chocolate cake, then just leave it a nice cake. Don't add bones to it. Like it's some sort of meat cake.
Oh my God. Is that it? Oh no.
Did you make the cake, Spot? It's delicious, he says as he about to die. Thanks, Dad.
Right.
Mom helped a little. Mom helped a little in your murder. And there it is. That's it.
Right.
Spot makes a cake. I mean, I find it. I think it's hilarious every time I read it because I'm just thinking.
Excellent, terrible book.
Poor Sam.
It's almost as if, like, who writes the Spot books? Who's?
Eric Hill.
It's almost as if Eric Hill just got like rip roaring drunk one night. I was like, I bet I could do this. I bet I could do one right now. I bet I could do one right now. I bet I could do it in 10 minutes. Just set a timer. Alexa, set timer. And just is like, all right, what can't dogs have? Chocolate? Yeah, they're gonna have chocolate. And you know who else is gonna be a part of this? My new character, Mikey Mouse. Mikey, different. He lives in the cabinet. He wants cheese.
It's
He's a little itchy. I need cheese, man.
It's like his like wife like challenged him. It's like, you haven't written a good book in 5 years. It's like, I can write a book.
I'll show you. And then, wait, is his name? Oh, for a minute, I was like, his name is Sam. The author's real name is Sam. It's like, happy birthday, Sam. Wouldn't this be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to come home after a hard day at the children's authory?
In a nice
book with some bones in it.
Oh.
Bill's describing the year 2022.
For all the humans have died and the dogs have evolved to take our place. Yep, that's possible. I mean, in the Eric Hill books.
The dogs keep mice as dogs.
Oh, see, that makes more sense. Now, I mean, it seems like the thing is that, like, same with pow fish too, right?
Okay.
Like, you start out with a good, like, premise. And I'm saying pow fish is good. I'm saying
Yeah.
Right up
I disagree, but this is fine.
dog is missing her puppy. look around, let's see whether or not we can find him. And there's a whole bunch of other animals in her house. Then people love it. And then it's like, we got to branch out. We got to do Easter. We got to do Valentine's Day. We got to do Spot's birthday for sure. But like, how do we continue to like up the ante? And at this point, it's just like, they're people. They're not dogs anymore. And
They got bills to pay.
they got
no problems.
And, you know, they're flirting with each other in front of their kid.
In front of their kid. It's hard because, like, if I wrote a kid's book that did well, the natural next step would be to make more of them so that I can buy a bigger house. And as much as I want to dump on that, like why is Spot making 19 Spot books? The answer is when Winter reads a Spot book and you love it, you go buy the other 5 Spot books.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like we have 9 Llama Llamas. It's like llama text day drama. We have them all. They're all the llamas in our house, and they are wildly different quality. You know, like
Llama versus Big Pharma.
That's good. We'll work that up. But so you know what I'm saying? It's like why? Like on the one hand, it's like you could just write a book and that be it. Like could you imagine? Ooh, this is another project we should do. We should take the books like Goodnight Moon before the era of like. And we should just do like a series. Like what would like Goodnight Sun look like?
Oh yeah.
You know, like
they were written in like 2002.
Yeah, and then they made like the Moon franchise, like the Goodnight or the Goodnight franchise. You know.
Yeah.
Goodnight Jupiter.
Goodnight Europa. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's the natural thing because like we have a Pow Fish ABC book, and it's like I wanted to do it as a book bed, but it's almost just like mediocre because like he's just like A, angelfish, B, big fish. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's only like because there's like a character of Pow Fish that was like popular in one book. And now he's just like, I'll just draw a bunch of other fish, and that'll be the Pow Fish ABC book.
Yeah, and
it's a franchise.
Bought a bigger house.
I mean, good for him.
I mean that's the dream, right? Like, I do think some of them are like Llama Llama. Even though some of the Llama Llamas are like this is like a 16-page book. Like, this is it. Other are like some of them are really good, like you know, like the Christmas one I really like, or the holiday drama or whatever.
Yeah,
it's a great book about don't be an asshole around Christmas time. Basically, it's the theme of the book. Like we get it, you have to shop and go do a lot of stuff, but just chill out, chill out. But like there are some books where like the character can do a lot of things, but then there's other books where it's like this was it. The big payoff of Pout Fish was like he's a kiss fish. That's it. There's no additional character development we need.
Right.
We did now go see the Adventures of Kiss Fish. It was like a one-off. It's like that it's okay, but then like you take these characters and it's like what about Pout Fish on Easter?
And how does a fish celebrate Easter?
Mm-hmm.
Are there
a Pout Halloween. Back in the before times, Target used to have a section. They might still have it. Right in the books, it was like the basically the seasonal books. So like we would go, like I would take Lane shopping, and it's like Thanksgiving time. It would be like here's, 11 Thanksgiving books, and it's like oh cool, they made a Thanksgiving version of this book, and it's $19.99, and it's half as many pages, and it sucks. And I bought it for her.
Isn't it wild to like read like the Easter or Thanksgiving books like in July?
Yeah, because that's what we're doing now.
Because we've got five little turkeys. It's like our like counting book that we got for Thanksgiving last year. The first year she was born, and like
real. There's a Pout Halloween. Sorry, there's a Pout. There's actually that's many Pout Fish books.
Man, he's really. I mean, you gotta make your money. I mean, it's like.
Make hay while the sun is shining.
If it's,
Yes, it is weird. It is weird, but also it's weird that it's not weird anymore. We watched 2 nights ago. We watched the Olaf's Frozen Adventure.
yeah,
I love that. It's great. It's like
very
a 25-minute Christmas spectacular. She was like, "Can we watch Olaf's Frozen Adventure?" I was like, "I mean,
why not? Frozen 2 is a Thanksgiving movie.
yeah, right." Is it?
Because at the beginning they have a big Thanksgiving feast. It's, I mean, they don't call it Thanksgiving. It's just like a harvest thing.
Yeah, it's like a fall.
Yeah, but like the whole town comes out and there's a big, like, what's his name? Wandering Oaken brings out the pumpkin, and they all have like
Oh yeah.
corn. Is there corn in Norway? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah,
A lot of Frozen in the house.
we just watched Frozen 2 again. It's fine. The music gets better and better. I'm like, the soundtrack is undeniable.
Show Yourself is like a heartbreaking song.
Oh, she loves it.
Yeah. When Elsa smiles at her mom and breaks a little bit
Yes.
when she realizes that she's the one that she's been waiting for, that gets me every time.
Yeah. Like really powerfully animated.
Yeah.
Where it is that like God damn, like how did you do that in a mirror for 36 hours
Right.
while you were digitally animating Elsa to do that
I don't think they're Norman Rockwelling it like
with their mouse. There's a documentary on Disney Plus. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's like a 6-part on how they made Frozen 2.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode. It is fascinating and horrifying, and this is too dumb not to share.
Get out of here.
Sir, I would ask you to leave, but it would cut our audience by 33%.
It's a solid dad joke though.
It is. It's really good, and it's only good in print. It's interesting. Like I don't know what I thought the Pixar process was like, but like, you know how there's like 200 animators at the end of every movie. Essentially, like if I'm an animator at Pixar, I have like 4 scenes, maybe, and by scenes, it's not like, the scene when like she sings "Show Yourself."
Mm-hmm.
I did "Show Yourself." It's literally like camera cuts where it's like when Elsa is like running up at the end and slides and like reaches out.
Yeah.
Like, that's how one woman spent 6 months of her year, was doing the run and the slide, and that was it. And it's like, and she's doing it by hand, and it's like wireframe, like whatever. It's and I was like, oh my God. But then like, of course that's how you do it, because it's not like same thing with like Marvel movies. It's like, it's not like one dude is just like animating Iron Man in a battle like the whole time. It's like, no, your job is to just do the helmet flip up, the Tony Stark helmet flip. And that's going to take you 3 months if you do it right.
Yeah.
And then there's like this hierarchy of guys above them where it's like, I'm the animation supervisor for Olaf. So my job is to go to these 9 people's workstations and make sure that Olaf is tracking like consistently in character and also it's like, we only watched that one episode. But I'm fascinated by it, that anything ever gets made. It's amazing.
As an actor, like, I know like Andy Serkis has sort of like gotten like the whole thing like sorted out, like when it comes to like the face stuff and like the
mocap, the
mocap stuff. But it's like animators are like actors then, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like so it was like one specific girl.
Yeah.
Like they're like, at least in the first episode, they're like following her, and like it shows her at like 2 a.m. just chilling at Pixar. Like so she shows that first scene of Elsa, like her first draft of Elsa running up the mountain and sliding, and like she adds this little jump in there. And then she showed like cell phone video. She's like, I made my boyfriend record me. So she's like running down her street and jumps. So like that was her reference point. And then she like frame by frame by frame, like makes this little little yes. And then they're like sitting in the room with like the directors, and they're like, yeah, I don't know if I love the jump. Like, what if it was instead of a jump? What if it's that slide? And what if the ice? What if she like ices this? Like,
and then she adjusted.
Mm-hmm. And then she goes like, great. And then she goes away for a week and adjusts it, and then comes back. And then they're like, that's great. And then I'm assuming it goes to the next level where it's like texture and like, finishing layers. It's on Disney Plus, and it's called, I don't know. It's called.
I think I've seen it. It's like Frozen into the Unknown.
Yeah, in the unknown. It's like a 6-part doc on Disney Plus. The part of it that I hate, well, a lot of it is love hate. But it's the part of Hollywood that I hate, right? Mm-hmm. Is they're going through this story, and it's like, April 1st, 11 months until the movie opens, and they're like, we don't have a song here, and it's like the movie has a release date before they have a movie, and then watching these people try to like just make it work, I'm like, oh my God, no, that's not how it should go. That's not how it should be, but it is how it is.
And it's a factory, dude. Disney's a factory.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, the thing that I'm like, because I think about that moment where Elsa sobs at the image of her mother, mm-hmm. and like I am the one I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Like, whoever animated that should win an Oscar. Like, that moment, right?
Yeah.
Because like the face and like the way it makes me feel every time. Spot on. Like, that is, I mean, it's quality. Like
the subtlety. What's the subtlety? Like
the subtlety of the laugh cry of like the
yeah, right.
We know that feeling. We all know that feeling of like relief and joy and like, catharsis. Yeah. Like, no, like how did they? You don't capture that by just like being a wonderful observer of human emotion.
You're like, hold on, I'm gonna do that real quick.
Right. Like that's. I mean, I'm gonna watch this thing.
Yeah, you should watch it. I mean, I've watched one episode, and like it's various. I got goosebumps. So it's like Robert Lopez and I forget her name.
They're married, yes.
They're married, yes. Anyway, but like they're the team. Was it Lopez? Yeah, it's Robert Lopez, right? No, am I thinking of Book of Mormon? It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna look this up.
We'll Google it. But like it's the day that the orchestra comes in to like record so like for 6 months they're like laying down, they're like in their apartment with a keyboard and like a Mac. There's like a little bit of processing they're doing to be like, yeah, this will be like a guitar, but it's like, dude, like I'm playing on the keys and it sounds like a guitar. And so like they basically get the songs. The last thing that they do is bring in the orchestra. I was talking to Paige, like we were talking about it. She's like, "Why? I wonder why that is." Like, and I'm like, because you have 175 people that like it can't be wrong. You know what I mean? Like when the orchestra comes in, you need to play every note.
Right.
You can't just be like, we tweaked that. Can we get 175 professional musicians back in on Tuesday? like this is a giant cost,
Right.
But like to watch the director and the composers, and even I think Indina Menzel is like hanging out to watch them hear the orchestra play Into the Unknown for the first time. It was like because as soon as like the like violin, like dum, 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 like they're all like they're melting. It's like amazing. I was like, this is the coolest shit.
Yeah.
Like it is a really cool documentary for like little nuggets like that.
I was thinking about this too, about Idina Menzel, that like they like picked her because she has like such a very distinctive like Broadway voice, and like not Kristen Bell, not the greatest singer, very good singer, but, like no Idina Menzel, but like Idina Menzel obviously is like the one with the magic,
right?
So it's like, I mean that's why you got her, and you got like the regular singer to like sing a, for the first time in forever or whatever.
Pure speculation, and then we'll end this call. This is a good place to end, where I start to speculate about Idina Menzel's skull. But like, what's his face? Freddie Mercury, right? Freddie Mercury had like like extra teeth or some shit weird, right? Like he had like his this the resonance centers of his head were were abnormal, which made Freddie Mercury like something about Idina Menzel's just like jaw and like face and head cavities. I guarantee has to do with why she just makes sounds that don't like she shouldn't make them. She shouldn't make. She's so good. That's
a good theory. I'm going to dwell on this for a while.
I'm gonna think about her skull. Think about her skull. It's like a very pronounced like underbite, you know, like she's like that's just like, oh hey, and I just thought that was like her, but now I'm like trying to like I'm like, how deep is your head?
Yeah, she does have a pretty well skull.
Let me put you in this MRI real quick and see what your skull looks like.
Well, all right, Hannibal Lecter. I guess we'll have fun.
Yeah, man. We'll do this again next week, possibly with Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody out there, go look at Idina Menzel's skull. That's your homework.
Good night, guys.